Thank you very much. My next question would probably go to Ms. Palmater and Mr. Bennett, and that is the whole question of the bill originally had unlawful advocacy. I believe that's been taken out, but I also believe that it still leaves a gap, and that is to say that you could do something that's unlawful, that's perfectly non-terrorist, and that in fact the gap really is absolutely perfectly acceptable civil disobedience within a democratic society, which is a hallmark of a democratic society, provided that you're prepared to take the consequences within the rule of law for having done that. Is that something that could you comment on that? You're both lawyers. Oh, you're not? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm glad you asked that question. It's a really good one. The fact that they are intending, it hasn't been passed yet, I understand, to take out the unlawful part does not address the whole other range of activities, contemplating the disruption with, not the economy, for example, where a First Nation makes a very targeted strategy in partnership with others to make sure that a pipeline doesn't go through by legal means, by civil disobedient means, by the exercise of their international rights, all of those things which might not fall under protest, might not fall under dissent, because oftentimes protest is very narrowly defined. There's a problem with wording, and Justice Canada lawyers will know this very well. It's poor wording. It doesn't encapsulate all the ways in which we are already criminalized. Look at the number of people who are already over imprisoned, who are charged, who are arrested, who are assaulted, and Bill C-51 hasn't even passed yet. My submission to the House was very specific about some of those things, not just the extent of the surveillance, but if you look at the number of people who are considered criminals for what they do now, Minister Valcourt has already said that we are threats to national security, and D&D has considered that our activities in advocating for our rights is a level of insurgency. So this is before Bill C-51 even passes. Unless there's very specific language specifically addressing the activities of First Nations, we'll be captured under this.
Your analysis of the treaty, Mr. Chair. Oh, sorry, did somebody else want to? No. I was going to say your analysis earlier in your presentation and now of the treaty, implications of treaty. It really struck me some years ago when somebody said that a treaty means that nobody was defeated. It was it was one nation to nation. It was an agreement not to fight anymore, and so it's a powerful concept. Another